because now he's going to be playing with the best quarterback of his career as he goes from the Eagles and Jalen Hurts to the Patriots, Super Bowl Patriots, by the way, and runner-up MVP, Drake Maye. You end up looking at the overall stats, he was still a top 10 wide receiver in fantasy points per game, 14.7 PPR points per game, 7 touchdowns for the third straight season, had 1,000 receiving yards despite this offense not really sustaining drives, 121 targets in 15 games. Like, all of this looks really good. Around last year, probably as a second round pick in your draft, you know how inconsistent he was, right? But if he was your second round pick, chances are you probably weren't in your fantasy playoffs. However, now he's in a totally different situation. And Mike Vrabel, of course, kind of led to the breakout of A.J. Brown onto the scene his rookie year with 1,000 yards on 52 catches. Literally turned 52 catches into over 1,000 yards, which is insane on a pretty not so great Titans offense. Now the target competition goes from Devontae Smith, arguably a top 3, number 2 wide receiver for a team in the league, like up there with your T. Higgins, up there with your George Pickens, right? Like, that's the range that Devontae Smith is in. He's that good. Now the competition is Romeo Doubs. Like, I think Romeo Doubs is solid. He's nowhere near as talented as Devontae Smith. You go from Dallas Goedert, who's one of the best red zone tight ends in the NFL the last decade, to now Hunter Henry, who's solid, but I don't think as good as Dallas Goedert. And oh yeah, your number 3 option is Demario Douglas, a slot wide receiver who is like pedestrian at best relative to other wide receivers 3s on a team. Yeah, I think that A.J. Brown has no target competition. Romeo Doubs is solid, but not somebody that's anywhere near the competition he had in what is basically a wide receiver one on a lot of teams in Devonta Smith the past couple of seasons. And you get to pair him with Drake Maye, who Drake Maye, oh yeah, by the way, not only was he 1 vote away from a co-MVP last year with Josh Allen, he was also averaging 29 pass attempts per game, top 12 in the NFL. He was also 4th in deep attempts last year, and that's exactly where A.J. Brown can pay off. This offense, with Drake Maye almost being an MVP candidate, getting to the Super Bowl, with his number 1 wide receiver last year being a 32-year-old Stephon Diggs, who mostly operated out of the slot, and even in this offense, Stephon Diggs was able to clear 1,000 yards in only like 12 games of actual full snaps. A.J. Brown could see a 1,400-yard season this year, and I wouldn't be shocked. So where you get A.J. Brown right now is the 22nd overall player. Usually around this 2-3 turn is really good. Like, if he somehow falls to the 24th pick in your draft and you get Jahmyr Gibbs, and then you're pairing like an A.J. Brown with a George Pickens or an A.J. Brown with Malik Neighbors, you have one of the best starts you could possibly have, in my opinion, in fantasy football this year.